Hey students, here's a little demo of scraping all of Michael Jackson's lyrics from a website as requested. Let me share my screen. So if I go to, let me go to Michael Jackson's website. Here we go. So this is lyricsondemand.com is the website I'm at here. And you can see that they have this navigation menu right there. So if I click on M, and go down and find Michael Jackson. Let me see if I can do that quickly. Michael, would this be it? Are these by the first name or the last name? Yeah, here we go. Michael Jackson lyrics on the left-hand side of my screen right now. So here are Michael Jackson lyrics. And you can see there's a lot. Like each of these is a link. So like here is a link. Chicago, loving you, Blue Gangsta. So here are the lyrics of Blue Gangsta. Right there. And so you could copy and paste, right? Go copy, select, Control C on my keyboard, go over to some, word processor and paste in the lyrics like that. You could do that, obviously. But I want to show you how I wrote a Python script to just scrape out all of Michael Jackson's lyrics out of this website, Lyrics on Demand. So I wrote this Python script here. I'm not going to try and explain exactly what this Python script is doing. I will point out that it starts at this URL, which is where I was a second ago, Michael Jackson lyrics. I'll show you exactly where it is. It starts right here. So this URL up in my address bar right now is where it's going to start. First thing it's going to do is going to come here and request this page, and it's going to look for all of these links. It's going to grab all of these links out. And so I don't know if you noticed, but when you hover your mouse over a link, let me just do that. I'll hover it over the first one. Love never felt so good. Down at the bottom left of my screen of my browser, you can see that it actually brings up another URL. Let me move my cursor off and it goes away. And I'll put my cursor back on. Love never felt so good. And the bottom left of my screen, you'll see a small little box come up. There it is. That has the URL. So the first thing my script does is it scrapes out all those URLs for all the pages. And then after it has all those links scraped out, it goes to each page, each of those links, and here's the actual lyrics of the first song, Never Felt So Good, with the actual lyrics here of the song down to this point, right? So then it goes through all of those, and that's what it's doing. I'm not going to explain all this stuff. There's CSS selectors and XPath and all sorts of stuff going on with web scraping. But the main point I want to show you is that I'm going to have it put it into a directory called MJ, my downloads on my computer. Let me just create that real quick. So I come over here to my downloads, which I just emptied out a second ago. I create a new folder called MJ, and there's nothing in MJ right now, right? There's nothing in there. It should write out a bunch of files to the MJ folder as it's working through. So I'm going to run this script, the Python script, run scrape MJ lyrics. And I'm having it tell me down here in the console what it's doing. So it's working quickly. You can see how it's moving. It's going through all those web pages quickly. And if I go over to this directory now, it's filling up. So now there are 49 items, 291 items. As I'm speaking, it's working. It's filling up this directory with files. Now we're almost to 400 items, 429 items. So it's going through and scraping out each web page and saving it out to this directory on my hard drive. Where are we at? 594, 660 items now, 733 items. I'm having it write each song 3 times. Once is a TXT file, a text file. Once is what's called a JSON file, and once as an XML file. And it looks like it finished. Yeah, I had it tell me when it's done. It's all done now, and it finished with Xcode 0. Good. So if I go back over here, I have all the lyrics. So JSON and XML files are meant to be read by humans, or excuse me, by computers, and text files can be read by both, but mostly by humans. So let's look at ABC. ABC lyrics. Here, let's take a look. If you know the ABC song. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, as you know, ABC. So there it is. It has, it gave me the URL so I could, if I wanted to track down the exact web page that it came from, I could grab that URL, come back over here, go in here, and this is where it grabbed that text from. You went to school to learn, girl, things you never knew before, right? Right there. Anyway, it scraped out all the lyrics here and put it into this TXT file, as well as the XML and JSON file as well, which again are more oriented towards computers reading them. So yeah, there you go. If I divide the number of items in this directory, which is 825 divided by 3. So there are 275 song lyrics, 275 unique songs that I got the lyrics for in this directory. What's this one? Oh, that's JSON. Let me open up that TXT file. This one is Ain't No Sunshine. There. So there you go. It's that quick to scrape all of Michael Jackson's lyrics. I did it in a couple minutes. Well, I mean, it took a while to write that script in Python, but the Python script itself, excuse me, only took, as you saw, about a minute or 2 max for it to scrape out all the lyrics from that one website. So in theory, you could go through and start up at the top of Lyrics on Demand and go through each of these menu items and go through each of these and scrape out, basically just scrape out the whole website, scrape out every last lyric every last lyrics of songs that this website has. I just simply did it with Michael Jackson, just as a kind of a demo of how you could do so. So there you go. That is a quick rundown of using some computer programming, specifically web scraping. I use Python here. You could do this in R, like in class I showed you quickly that R has the ability to web scrape as well. I teach Python in Ling 360. So there you go. Quick little demo of how to scrape out all of Michael Jackson's lyrics out of one website.